A good friend of mine by name Obiomoba once told me that truth does not mind being questioned, whereas lies don't like being challenged. Obiomoba is from the southeast of Nigeria, whereas another good friend of mine, an intelligent Yoruba man by name Williams, a very good preacher, a student of history. Whenever three of us meet or chat about Nigerian cause, we always disagree. We disagree because William, a student of history, while we were celebrating when Muhammadu Buhari, the president of Nigeria, won the election, we celebrated because we thought he would keep to his promise of ending the insecurity in Nigeria, especially in the northeast and northwest, and fight corruption to a standstill like he promised. William shook his head and took us to the past, being a good student of history. He told us that he was very proud of his grandmother. He was raised by his grandmother. And you know what it means. Grandmothers will always pinch you in the ear, draw you back, and remind you where the rain started beating you, so that you will always know when the rain stops. He reminded us of the failed regime of Muhammadu Buhari when he was the military president of Nigeria. We argued and argued and argued, and he said he can bet his life that history does not lie, and we said we'll watch and see. Emekoba, on the other hand, was a student of realism, a realist who will always tell you that politics is not a game, that it involves the life of a people. I know you keep wondering how those two things relate, and I will remind you as we progress. Today, insecurity has taken over Nigeria. Nigeria is at war. In the northeast, military planes are being shot down. People cannot go to the farm anymore. Farmers are being killed. Food shortage and famine looms in Nigeria. The president, in his independence speech, blamed the middleman. Mr. President, Nigeria is at war. The terrorists you have named bandits are driving farmers from their farms. The people cannot go to the farm and return. People can no longer travel at night. Yet, no state of emergency has been threatened or declared. You are about to declare state of emergency in Anambra. Did I hear you right? Did what William said years ago when you won the election about to come to pass? Twitter had to ban you for the statement you made that you treat those people in the southeast, those people trying to let you know that how they've been treated are not right. You treat them in a language they understood. Their response, like always, was to ban Twitter. This threat of emergency declaration in Anambra, is that the beginning of the language they understood? But hold on. Before everybody or anybody rush to conclusion, it brings me back to what Emekoba said. Who ran to Abuja to ask for a state of emergency to be declared in Anambra? Is that not the rats in the house that invited the rat in the bush that there is meat in the basket in the kitchen. Emekoba once told me when I asked him, what is the problem in the Southeast? Emekoba reminded me that is the problem of elites. Who are responsible for the killings in the Southeast? Political desperados. People have lost faith in their leaders. Who are those leaders who, when they collect contracts to build roads in the Southeast, they pocket it and turn around to become billionaires and lord it over their people? You return home to Christmas, you come home with armored vehicles and become philanthropists. If you are that popular among your people, why do you need military escorts to return to your own village? It's because what you have done haunts you. You don't feel safe anymore in your community. Who are those people benefiting from the insecurity, both in the Northeast, in the Northwest, and in the Southeast? How come, Mr. President, even in your own backyard, when school children were kidnapped in Katsina, no state of emergency was declared? Let me remind you, Mr. President, the Civil War ended more than 50 years ago. It was a case of no victor, no vanquished. Really? Tell those Igbo elites rushing to you to help to reduce their people's living to below human dignity that Nigeria has gone beyond that. Who are those archaic Stone Age advisors who, instead of removing the small log in their eyes, is going to remove the speck in another person's house? Did what my grandmother said turn out to be true? That sometimes you will leave your burning house to go and put out the burning kitchen in your neighbor's house. Who does that? For the governor of Anambra, let me ask you this. Akpoko Dike. Where were you when the southern governors met to discuss issues, burning issues that concern their people? Recently, Southeast governors met to discuss security situation in the Southeast. Akpoko Dike, you were absent. And now you are crying that the state of emergency is being threatened to be declared in Anambra. You were tap dancing, hoping that your absence in those meetings will please your paymasters. Now you are crying because they have thrown you under the bus. I have always maintained in this channel that the problem in Nigeria is lack of vision leaders. Corrupt leaders who know nothing but their own pockets. Look at the Igbo leaders. Apart from Ebonyi State that has developed tremendously, who will say today that the money they collect from the federation account is being put to use to develop southeastern states? Muike, the governor of Rivers State, may not be my best friend, but sometimes you can learn the truth from even your enemy. If you ask me, such people, if given the opportunity to rule Nigeria, may become good leaders. I only fear the despotic tendency in him, where he tends to be a despot. Otherwise, he says the truth. He says that no governor in Nigeria will say they are broke. The money you collect from the federation account every month, what do you do with it? If you develop your states, the people will believe in you. If you identify with your people, the people will believe in you. When IPOB says, sit at home, if you say, go and mind their business, they will listen to you. Emekoba said that the people have lost faith in their leaders. And he sang a song to me. He said Urioma le le le, Urioma, Urioma le le le, Urioma. Onye na nwanne ya gara ịkpa nkụ n'oke ọhịa. Urioma, ọ ga-ese ike ọ ghara nwanne nke ya. Urioma, ọkpacha nkụ ghara nwanne nke ya. Urioma, onye na nwanne ya gara ọgụ ngụ na-ehu mmụọ. Urioma, ọ ga-ese ike ọ ghara nwanne nke ya. Urioma. When you translate it, it simply means, who went to the bush to fetch firewood with a brother, and after fetching firewood, he ran away and abandoned the brother in the bush? The Igbos. Who went to the battlefield with a brother, and at the heat of the battlefield, he abandoned the brother? The Igbos. You are asking to be given the chance to rule Nigeria. There's nothing wrong about that. But is it the crop of leaders that I'm seeing today who know nothing but their pockets that will come from that place? I disagree with you. I insist that whoever will get things right in Nigeria, my vote is for that person. I am not against IPOB. I am not against any organization. But what I don't like is forcing people to sit at home every Monday when millions are being lost. IPOB, if you are not responsible for the killing and maiming in the southeast, you have to help and know that you don't put fire in your father's compound for you to hurt your enemy. You have to put hands together and expose those people responsible for the killing and insecurity in the southeast. Let me remind all of you, the Civil War ended many years ago. It's only a fool who goes to a gun battle with a knife. This is Open Whispers. Remember to subscribe to this channel so that we'll keep on powering. Thank you.